All right, let's pivot to the attack by the Trump administration on the universities. We all know the indoctrination across the country, at Harvard, at Stanford. The finest educational institutes have basically set themselves up as progressive left institutions, and that's what Trump is trying to break down, and he's using a hammer to do it. Can you predict the outcome?
Yeah, I think they're going to have to cut a deal with them. It's analogous bill to illegal immigration. The left keeps saying that there's no criminals here. We don't have a problem. Then almost every day we have an illegal immigrant that kills somebody, or as we saw in Colorado, commits a terrorist act. The universities have so many things that are so antithetical to the public. And for years, Stanford, Harvard, they have been charging the federal government anywhere from 45 to 55% surcharges on individual grants. That was about $190 million in annual income from Stanford. Now they got to go down to 15%. For years, they have defied the last 3 years a Supreme Court decision on the end of affirmative action and basically racial preference. They have self-righteous euphemisms, so we call it auxiliary graduations, a theme house, but basically they're segregated dorms, segregated by race graduation ceremonies. If you are accused of sexual harassment, they do not give you, and that was Title IX, that came from the Obama administration, where they said you will not give them beyond reasonable doubt or you're going to lose federal funds. So the defendant can't face his accuser. They know that that's a violation of the Constitution. They also know that the Chinese government, and especially Qatar, have been giving them aggregate $50 billion, and that has really affected our foreign policy, because for a generation now, people coming out of these graduate programs have taken classes, they've experienced professors that were subsidized by these two governments. And so I could go on, but there's a lot of anti-Semitism is endemic. At Stanford, we had a 900-page report by liberal professors. It was one of the most damning documents I've ever seen. So they don't want to get in a fight with Trump because they have so much exposure, that culpability. They charge 110% for foreign students. They've got a third of the student body.
Yeah, it's all about money. But the ideology, they won't even pull back at Harvard. They acknowledge that 80% of the hires are progressives. Maybe there's 5 conservative teachers. They won't even acknowledge that's wrong. And so I'm basically hoping that, Trump is going to win
has all
this.
the cards. Yeah, Trump has all the cards. A recent Gallup poll said public support was 65% confidence in higher education.
But they're driving the media nuts. Oh, they hate it.
It's down to 30%. And Trump he's looking at taxing the endowment income.
He's going to go everywhere. That's
and
Miller,
they're going to have
by the
to
way.
cut. They're going to have to cut a deal with him.
I
think he'll win. He'll win that, I think.
Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.